What if Deku was Dr. Eggman, Neo's past, as Neo is sitting in the middle of a street, just simply tapping his foot? What's taking them so long? They should have gotten any information about the target by now. As Neo looks down, it's been 2 hours. I told him to meet back up with me an hour ago. Sorry, boss, I'm late. What took you so long, Cole? Sorry, me and Flame here, as he pets his cat. We're looking on the sights, taking a nice look around before, we, as Neo lifts a finger. No. Alright. Did you get anything important? Let me think, as Cole puts his hand to his chin. Well, truth be told, total of 2 heroes I saw. Nothing much. Security very light at the facility. Easy target. Although I feel bad for all the residents around here. No need. After we're done, there'll be nothing left but flames. Wait, are you talking about... Yes. I want you to burn everything to the ground once we're done. Sure thing. As he pets his cat. Come on, Flame. It's about time. You're not going anywhere yet. We're still waiting on Griff. Griff? He could be gone for hours. You know how he is. As soon as he sees a shiny thing, he's on it like a crow. We still have to wait on him. He provides very good intel. Whether or not he takes too long about it doesn't matter. Although Neo kicks like a bucket, these stupid jobs are too easy. We haven't had a decent challenge in a while. No one's hiring big time attacks or even big time targets anymore. When was our last big target? Let me see. Yeesh. About 5 years ago. What was it? The group of villains known as the Cobra Gang? Yeah, their boss was a pretty tough one. Now we're just simply dealing with cleanup jobs. Hey, it's what we get paid for. Wiping off a small town off the face of the earth is nothing new. No one's gonna miss it. In fact, it's not even on any map, which makes it even a bonus for us. Because of that illegal mining operation down the road. Which is our target. Be quiet. As Neo looks around, as his ear twitches. Luckily for you, there's no one near us in at least 2 miles. As then, suddenly, someone lands. Griff. Yeah, I know I'm late. What's with the new rings? Oh, as he has a few, golden rings in his hand. Nothing. Don't tell me you robbed someone again. Doesn't matter, this place will be up in smoke within a few hours. Fair point. Is there anything else the client wanted? Oh. Let's see. He just said get rid of the contact. Here, of course. And leave no survivors. That's all the employer told me. We're getting paid too little for this. Look on the bright side. I got some shinies. As he starts... I know you're a griffin, but do you really have to like shiny things? Can you blame me? They're just so... As he holds one ring to the sky. Pretty. You can have all the shiny things you can find once this village is burned to ashes. Honestly, we're barely getting by keeping our gear up to date. The heroes keep advancing. They gain stronger. We must come up with countermeasures as well. Luckily, we've kept ourselves off the heroes' radar. In fact, there should be at least no data, or about any data, in their databases about us. If there are, it's very limited. Could you two just quit and can we get to the actual job? I am raring to go burn some things to the ground. Fine. Go ahead. Start off with that illegal mining site. Good. I'm going to cave the entrance and then fill it with flames. If they don't die by the flames, the deprivation of oxygen shall get them. As Cole leaves. I gotta think sometimes. He acts like a pyromaniac. Can you blame him? Him and his cat are, well, fire experts. You know that cat's his quirk, right? Oh, of course. Like how I can rip through metal and steel like it's paper. Your claws are insanely sharp. Although, if you ever think, as he has his claws come out, you're stronger than me, you're wrong. As Griff just shakes his hands, no, sir. I wouldn't think or dream of that. You're the strongest of us. Good. Now, I know you're hiding something else. Tell me. Fine. As he pulls out a giant diamond. I may or may not have stole it from the mine. Can you blame me? It was so shiny. They were departing it and I just couldn't get away on that armored truck. You attacked an armored convoy. Can you blame me? It was such a beautiful... As then, suddenly, Neo punches a building, breaking his fist right through the wall. What was the thing about I said? Low profile. As he glares at Griff, sorry, sir. You can keep it, but go ahead and start killing the civilians around here. We need to leave no witnesses. And also, we have one. As Griff turns around, oh, apparently we do. As the civilian attempts to run, as Griff just flies right next to him before hitting him with the elbow, sending him flying into a wall. Now, what to do? As they notice a frying pan about to hit him, as he grabs it before breaking the person's arm, then sending his claws straight through the person that tried to hit him with the frying pan. You really thought that could hurt me? As then someone attempted to shoot Griff, as suddenly Neo just slashes his claws, causing the bullets to be cut in half. Watch your six. As then he just simply waves his hand before claws just seemingly cut the guy in three. That should be it. Now start getting rid of people. Yes, sir. As he would fly away. So I don't know why I work with him. Other than the fact he's intelligent. Not the brightest. But his quirk pretty much makes him to near impossible to defeat. A griffin's fur is very dense and hard. Not even the toughest flames Cole can produce can even penetrate his skin. My claw attacks will do the job, but my long-distance attacks won't. As he clenches his fist, but I guess it's time to let go of old grudges. Although I hate that no one is hiring good jobs. Not that thrill I used to have back 5 years ago. When there were so many good jobs. especially in Japan. But ever since All Might appeared 10 years ago, it was steadily decreasing. There's no longer a thrill in having to work with someone that's stronger than you. Because I've grown too strong for them. And the people I work for now are complete utter fools. Not even worth serving. Or even working for. The pay is horrible. They treat us like garbage. And then there's expectations. They think of us so low as just some regular goons. We deserve respect. As he starts walking, as he's at the edge of the village, as he turns back, and the just you see is the village on fire. Time to head back to the hideout. As Neo's the first one back at his hideout. Now to wait on those idiots. Who are you calling an idiot? Oh, Cole. Sorry it took a little bit longer. I wanted to listen to the screams of the miners. I gotta say, for an illegal mining operation, I thought there would be more of them. You made sure there was no other tunnels or exits? Of course, I'm not as sloppy as Griff can be. Especially when he sees something shiny. No need for that. But let's focus on our next task. Give him a call, tell him that to get rid of the employer. You sure it's a wise idea? Yes. Have him kill him. I'll give him a call. As we go to Eggman in his lab on Island. Alright, nearly done. There we are. The model for Robot Design 665. Operational. 665, operational. Good, now go over there and fetch me some tea or something. I need a drink. As Eggman Deku would just simply sit in his chair. At least they haven't dumped anything on me lately. Sir? Computer, what is it? You may have a possible threat. What is it? I'm not in a good mood right now. Sorry, sir, but you're not gonna like this. As it shows a video. You kidding me? Someone broke into one of my facilities? Tell me which one it was. It was your Germany branch, sir. And Sting is currently dealing with some personal matters. I believe he's hunting down his old colleagues. What about the Pronghorn sisters? Currently off in Africa. Emerald? Currently still on the Ark. Right, I forgot I left him there to repair the Ark. I can't ask anything of Jack. Jester's too busy with his own stuff in Japan. Who's next? We don't really have anyone else, sir. They seem to be all busy. That's right. Search for anyone that's good to hire. Mercenary work. Going through database. And I'm not talking about any run-of-the-mill mercenaries. Good mercenaries that know how to do job and not leave a trace. File pulled up. Neo Wolf. There are 2 more files. Okay, tell me the files. Neo Wolf. Apparently has a mutation wolf quirk, with other abilities unknown, have not been documented. Name before taking the appearance or look of the name Neo-Wolf, unknown. Date of birth, 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 unknown Actual name, unknown. Age, unknown. Quark, limited. You already gave me the description of the quark. Anything else? Background, unknown. Contact, known. Alright, where do you get it? Apparently, through the secret lines, I've managed to figure out the number of contact. I've also pinpointed the correct frequency to call. Do you know where he's located? Scanning. No. Alright, move on to the next one. Cole. Seems to be of a mutation type quark. Fire design. Has a cat with him on most missions. Reason unknown. Age unknown. Description or past unknown. The only thing that is really confidential is his quark relating to fire, and his name is Cole. Okay. Secretive. Although, they are the best of the best, so they would most likely want to stay hidden. Move on to the next one. Griff. A griffin quark. Moves at terribly high speeds and can cut through steel and any type of metal with ease. His fur is nearly impenetrable, although it has been proven that a hit from All Might would injure him severely. A hit from All Might, you say? Yes. Alright. Anything else? Scanning. Age unknown. Description. Used to be a part of a group known as the Flying Tornado. Flying Tornado. Go on. Flying Tornado. A group of flying villain mercenary type people with all flying quarks. Their targets were high-end facilities. And they ruled the airs with an iron fist. Until one day, about 7 years ago, All Might had encountered this team and decided to take it upon himself to get rid of them. Known members that are alive. Hold up. Alive? Yes. Apparently some of them lost their lives in the battle with the heroes of Japan. Why would the heroes kill? Japan's even more messed up than I thought. I'm going to need to do more research. Go on. Total members still alive. Of the 20 members, currently only 5 are alive, or at least known. They are believed that there are 5 more still alive, but are in hiding. Alright, so 10 of them died. Probably. Only 5 bodies were confirmed. Only 5 bodies. Flying Tornado, right? Yes. What about Griffin specifically? Nothing else is really known of Griffin other than that he was of this group. Alright, so either he hid all descriptions. Do you know where any other of these members are? 3 of them are currently locked in a max security prison in the ocean. 1 of them is currently rotting in a cell in America. And Griff is a part of the team of mercenary known as the Neo Hunters. Okay, that makes sense. So there's possibly 10 alive, 5 missing, and 5 confirmed dead of the group, correct? Correct. Some new information has come on Neo-Wolf. Show it immediately. Neo-Wolf. Related to the Sea King. What? As Eggman gets out of his sea, the famous villain 20 years ago? The one that ruled over the seas for like a span of at least 10 to 2 generations? Ever since his, the Sea King was passed down from father to son, as they had ruled over the seas for at least 2 generations. In a total, about 30, about 3 decades. So about 30 years. Anything else? Well, his father is known to have passed away in a fight that happened 10 years ago. Apparently, he had aligned himself with the villain known as All for One. Not much is known other than that his death later occurred in the same year All for One was defeated. Does anyone else know of this information that is related to the Sea King? No. You're currently the only one that has this information. Other than the U.S. Pentagon. The U.S. Pentagon? So Japan does not know of this? No. Hack into the U.S. Pentagon. Delete all files on Neo Wolf. On it. As Dr. Eggman Deku is thinking. So Neo Wolf was... That would mean if he wanted to, he could take the position or even proclaim since he's related to the Sea King. Although their quirks are entirely different. As he's looking through files, of course, they have mutation types, but his was very powerful. The Sea King had the power to control basically the sea. Who did he get married to have... Figure that out later. Computer. Yes, Dr. Eggman? Get me in contact with the group immediately. On it, making the call. As we go back to Neo's hideout. As he's sitting on a box waiting for Cole and Griff to get back. What's taking those two so long? Sorry, we got back. He thought he could take us out with a few guards he had hired. Yeah, honestly, I did honestly take that gold tooth he had. Just throw it in your collection. Yes, sir. As he walks over, as he just sets it down. As there's exactly 20 in like glass casings of golden teeth, all labeled from where he got them from. Alright, Mr. Jefferson. Alright, you'll be right next to Miss Caroline. You really have to name and categorize all of those? Of course! Knowing where they came from is an important part of a collection. Whatever. Call. As like a phone is on the screen. We got a call. It must be someone important to get our number and call us here. As he presses the call. Hello, Neo mercenaries. Who might you be? I am Dr. Eggman, and I seek to hire you. As we go to Neo's head. Oh, great, another buffoon. And I'm willing to offer you additional support, as this task I'm about to give you is extremely challenging. As this catches Neo's interest. What do you mean, challenging? As Deku smiles, you see, some of my equipment and stuff has been stolen. So, I don't see how that's our problem. It's by a group of military heroes and all that in Germany. Germany, how far out is that? A few days if we take a flight in about a few hours. I could get there in about a day. No. Go on. It's around with several heroes as well as military. There'll be several obstacles, most likely weapons, tanks, and other strong opponents. Alright. You have to retrieve all of my equipment. I don't care if some of it's banged up in the process, just retrieve it. I don't need people stealing from me. And your total amount will be up to $100,000. And you'll have another 100,000 after the job is complete. $100,000 just to get the job done. And another one upon completion, you say? That's bigger than anyone else has hired us for. As he smiles. All right. We'll take the job. Is there anything else we need to know? Not really, although watch out for Germany's heroes. Although they may not be as strong as the one from Japan, they do have at least some formidable ones. Very well. Now I'd like to talk to the leader of your group. As Neo looks at Cole and Griff as he nods, as they walk out, what do you want? Well, if it isn't Neo. I know that's your name. Also, son of the Sea King. As Neo gets serious, how do you know that name? Honestly, I heard what your family was. Your father and his father before that were titled the Sea King, as y'all pretty much ruled over half the sea with an iron fist, with many followers. Although, I am sorry to hear that your father had passed quite some time ago. How did you get that information? Apparently, the U.S. Pentagon had this information. Surprisingly. Great, another place I need to break into. No need. Just say that's a free employer discount. I already deleted all of the information the U.S. Pentagon had on you. As this catches Neo by surprise. What? I have researched and watched your work. You are truly professionals at what y'all do. As Neo's actually getting praise, as none of his employers had actually praised Neo for a good job. If not, they try to always take money off their pay. Just saying, like, you messed up somewhere, you messed up somewhere. Just trying to cut off money. Now, there is a few other things I'd like to discuss. And what would that be? I'll be sending over some of my own forces to assist you. You'll be receiving a deploying ship that will help release Eggbots to help you fight in this battle. So you're sending reinforcements. We can handle this, just the three of us. We're strong. We're no weaklings. I'm aware of that. Each one of you are pretty strong in your own right. Like how that Griff was his name, right? Was part of the, Flying Tornadoes? A group of highly skilled mercenary villains that ruled the skies in certain areas for quite a while. Unfortunately, due to a confrontation in Japan, most of them are either behind bars or deceased. The total is that 4 of his allies are in prison, 10 are currently either MIA, captured, or missing. What about the last 5? They're on the death list. That means they've already passed away, unfortunately. Well, that's gonna be upsetting news for Griff to hear. Honestly, I do send my condolences. As this caught Neo by surprise, why do you care? Well, the people I work with. Honestly, I have to say I feel bad. As this causes Neo to catch his attention, what do you mean? You're not just saying that to get on my good side, are you? No. Each one of you are in a position right now that you were forced into. Just off speculation, after your father's death, you were most likely hunted down by either heroes or just some governments, to be more precise. And most of your allies among your father's crew most likely tried to save you. Am I wrong? No, although I do wonder how you got that information. Truth be told, I didn't. That was just a guess. And I can theorize plenty more scenarios of what happened after. Although, I'm going to have to watch the recordings over the fight with Griffin and the Flying Tornadoes versus the heroes of Japan. But I will save that for another day. Now I do want to ask you about Cole. What about him? Well, I know he has a flame quirk. But what is his true power? As Neo just simply stares at Eggman. What are you getting at? You're not like any other employer I have, where they don't ask questions, they just pay up front, and that's it. Well, I am looking for a long-term investment. And y'all seem to be the most capable people for the job. When I can't send one individual to do it, why not have a squad of strong ones do it instead? As Neo smiles, so you're giving us a challenging task and putting us up to the challenge. An employer that sees our worth. You know that's rare in this line of business, you know that, right, Eggman? Of course. After all, the people I've hired is either ex-military, quirkless, or special individuals I've personally seen to it. What do you mean, quirkless? I currently have people working for a dear friend of mine known as Jack in Japan, who runs a company run by mutation types and quirkless people alike. You're giving this information away for free. No employer I know would do that. You are going to find out eventually, since I see a very long partnership in the future. Now I'll leave you to the task, as Eggman just simply cuts off. As Neo puts his hand to his mask, as he smiles. You know what, Eggman? This is probably the most interesting job assignment I've had in 5 years. Alright. Griff, Cole, you can come in. As Griff and Cole would come in, let's get started right away. He said he'll be sending some backup, so whenever that arrives, it arrives. As we go about a few days as they had ventured all the way to Germany. As they're in the snowy mountains outside a military base. So what's the plan? We storm the gates, kill them, hunt down the heroes, make sure none escape. Griff. Yes, boss? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say you're going to control the area. Patrol. And control. I get it. So you want me to hunt down anyone that tries to flee? Correct. Do this, and I give you this. As he pulls out a shiny diamond ring. Ooh, where'd you get that? This ring happened to be off of our, old associate. You remember him? You mean the lizard fanatic? Yes. Man, he had a lot of cool rings. Especially that diamond-plated, shiny ring. Enough. Now do the job, you get this. You do it without being spotted, you get this. Another one? Yes. That means no fooling around. You get it done immediately when we have runners. Yes, sir. As he just starts to fly off, as he shoots out like he's going at Mach 1. Well, that will keep him busy, sir. But what about me? You're gonna go straight in. I'm just gonna hang back for this one. What if anyone challenging approaches? Fine, I'll come with you, but I'm going in a different route. Suit yourself. As Neo would basically walk through the forest and to look for another opening. As that just leaves Cole there. Alright, Flame, it's time to, well, fire all these military personnel. As Cole starts to transform into like a fire. Ah, yes, good to be in this form again. As he walks to the front gate, as a few people say, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here." "Oh, sorry, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to burn." As he just spreads his hands out as both of them just burst into flames. Now time to... As he's about to, well, set the vehicle in front of him on fire, as he just knows a missile comes out of nowhere, hitting the vehicle, blowing it up. What was that? As he looks in the distance, as he sees a huge plane just coming forward, preparing to land, as Eggbots just come out. Well, I assume that's our backup. Now time to set everything ablaze. As he just snaps his fingers, saying fire everywhere, burning things to a singe. As Neo had decided to go through the back, as he's just slicing and dicing through several guards. As he grabs one of the guard's guns before he was about to shoot him in the head, and just flips the guard before putting his claws into his chin, killing him. Too weak. Honestly, I was expecting more, as then he would just turn around and just hit several bullets away, causing him to deflect and hit some of the other guards. Really, I was hoping more of a challenge, as that huge hammer was hanged right to the side of Neo. As he puts his claws up, as he goes flying just a bit, as he catches himself by putting his feet on the wall and bouncing off, flying towards the person with the hammer. As he hits him in the gut, setting him back a bit. You're pretty tall. As the person with the hammer swings again. Die, villain! As Neo just steps to the side before clawing his arm. As the hero attempts to swing to the side, as he jumps on the hammer before basically roundhouse kicking him in the head. As then he's surprised when this guy throws a punch, as he lifts up his claws and blocks the punch, but it sends him flying. As he just claws into the ground, stopping his propulsion to hitting a wall. This may not be so bad after all. As Neo smiles. Time to get rid of you, as his claws seemingly got sharper. As we go back to Flame, who's currently just lighting everything on fire. Yeah, burn! Burn! Yeah, shoot those military personnel. We need everything on fire around here. Where do you think you're going? As he just snapped and pointed his finger before shooting like a fire blast, hitting a guard. Alright. Oh, no one's left? Really? Well, I guess we gotta go, and as he says that, a tank starts rolling up. Well, it looks like we got a new target. As a tank shell fires and hits the side of the egg plane that is distributing egg bots, doing minimal damage. Oh, that's not good. As he starts to run towards the tank, as the tank starts firing its machine gun. As basically Cole just sends a wall of fire which is melting the bullets, as then he slides under the tank as he just presses it. Alright, that should, as then just suddenly the inside of the tank would explode. I didn't even go 0.5%. Man, the insides of the tanks are really vulnerable when it gets hot. Oh well. As he gets out from under the tank, as then the whole tank explodes. Man, I got a lucky break out of that one. As suddenly he just hears a crash. What was that? As we just see a guy fall out of the sky. Ah! Oh, sorry. As Griff just goes flying off as a helicopter had just hit the base. Wow, I guess Griff is really not, well, messing around. I guess I should get to it as well. As he turns and just there's no one. Alright, I burned everyone to ashes. Also, those robots are pretty effective. Although, they're going to take it down every now and then. As Neo is currently just dragging a corpse, as he looks out, seeing the chaos that Cole and the Eggbots have done, as he just smiles. The chaos, not just Cole doing his work, but those machines, coordinated, following orders without a degree. As he just smiles. This Dr. Eggman surely will be a fun person to work for in the future. As then suddenly we realize that the corpse he's dragging around is someone still alive. Just kill me already. Shh. No. You put up a decent fight with me. And that's what I wanted. Luckily, my employer also wanted something before I left. As he had called again, yes, bring the person that was stupid enough to steal my equipment and kill him in front of the screen. And that was his words. And you put up a pretty good fight with your giant hammer, although it was sluggish and you were slow. My speed, I easily cut you down. But a job request is a job request. And I can't just let my employer not see the fate of the person that decided to steal from him. As then Griff just lands. Sir, can I finally... As he just tossed the ring. Ah! Precious. Stop, quit it with the precious. You say shiny already. Sorry. Come on, we're heading home. As he just punches the guy unconscious. As we go back a couple of days, they're back at their headquarters. As he had just executed the guy on video call. Excellent job, Neo. An excellent job to you two as well. It was a singe. Really? I didn't hunt down so many people since... What was it? My time at... No, not the time for that. Anyway, the payment already been sent. As he checks his bank account. Thank you. Is there anything else? You all did an excellent job. The finest work I've seen in a while, actually. This catches Cole and Griff by surprise. In fact, I have a even better idea if y'all are interested. Well, honestly, I'm just happy for this job. I haven't had a challenge or a fight in a long time. And this was an absolutely amazing job request, by the way. Why, of course. I've been working on such assignments and will have many other harder tasks if you continue to work with me. As Neo smiles. Honestly, I would love to tear anyone that would like to go after you to shreds. I've had someone just try to treat me like a regular thug instead of a person of strength like I am. You are definitely a strong opponent. I can tell. Your strength, and even being the son of the Sea King, you are most likely one of the most powerful Quark users of this generation. Thanks for the compliment. Now I have another task for you if you're interested. Go on. You see, I have a few people that are trying to steal or buy out my operations. And I don't need that. Although they're old facilities, they can still be in use in future. I want you to eliminate them. This doesn't seem too hard of a task. Now here comes to the interesting part. We have a number one hero of Egypt. The number one hero of Egypt, you say? Yes, although you'll have to take a trip to the Sahara Desert first and pick up a few supplies from my egg facility that will help increase you with your battle. Just say they're special equipment that I designed for you three. You will get them upon arrival to the Sahara Desert base. And that is all. Well, Eggman, we'll take this job. What's the pay this time? Honestly, since you're getting rid of a #1 hero, I pulled out a big fund for you. You're getting paid $1,000,000. As this surprises Neo. $1,000,000? Yes, and also for your Griffin friend. There was a recently gold mine discovered somewhere. And currently, with my money, I've bought it out. If you want a 24-karat gold bar, on top of that, you may ask, and you'll receive it as more payment. As Griff just looks over at Neo, please? Fine, we'll take the gold bar as well. But now the real challenge. We'll leave immediately for that task. I suggest you wait and stop by the Sahara Desert equipment area first. My request. Very well, we'll stop by there. Is there anyone we need to meet there? In fact, I may have another operative there for you all to meet, yes. You gonna tell us his name? No, I'll keep that a mystery for now. Very well. Have a nice job hunting. As the call just ends. As Cole gets up. Honestly, it feels strange getting praise from someone. I know, right? I haven't gotten praise in a long time. Well, not since I was in the, flying tornadoes. Yes, I am aware. This Eggman is going to be someone we're going to be working with. And only going to be working with. We're taking no more jobs. What about our other clients? As Neo looks at Cole, burn them to ashes or tear them to shreds. The Neo, team is going to work with one employer from now on. As they smile before looking at each other. Go ahead. Hunt our other employers and kill them. As Cole and Griff would leave the room. As Neo would go to the control panel. Now let's see. The #1 hero of Egypt. As he just looks at what he looks like. Oh, he has a quirk similar to an Egyptian god. This will be fun. And that's the end of What If Deku was Dr. Eggman, Neo's past. Remember to like and subscribe for more.